Alright, what's up YouTube? I am going to do a short video with my student. It's her very first lesson, and I'm going to say again, right before I get into the video, I want you guys to like the video. Watch the video, and if you like what I'm doing, I want you to subscribe. As a matter of fact, I want you to subscribe right now before you even watch the video. Right? Watch the video, subscribe to the channel, press that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post. Like I said, I am trying to post as often as possible. Once or twice daily if I can. And again, just please like and subscribe. So this student is doing her very first day. So what I'm trying to do, what the plan is to document the first day, and then along the way I'll try to document progress, her progress, the other students, and then ultimately I will try to see how well they do and how fast they get there, and then ultimately take them to the DMV, and we will share the result of the driving test. Okay? Alright, so here we go. First day. She's doing actually pretty good for her first day. She is pretty nervous, but she's doing good.
Because the mask is killing me.
Well, the mask is our new reality, isn't it? I mean, nobody likes wearing it. It's pretty uncomfortable actually, but in the interest of self-preservation, yeah, we gotta wear the mask. I mean, I would prefer not to be wearing it, but just in just common sense, you just got to do what you got to do to preserve your own health, right? So yeah, we're just gonna video a little bit, but yeah, first time she's not doing bad at all. She's actually a lot more calm than she realized herself, because she thinks she's extremely nervous, but I've seen people that's like really nervous and they cannot function. So the fact that you are actually not running off the road and into the garbage can and all of that is absolutely a plus. Alright, so yeah, we're in the neighborhood. First lessons are usually in the neighborhood, close to wherever you live. So we're gonna stay in the neighborhood, and we're just gonna be going around some corners and basically helping you to learn how to control the car. Alright, so we're going to make the next left turn coming up. Stay closer to the right side here, and this guy is like literally in the middle of the road. Like, why? Alright, signal left. No, left, down for left. Okay. Alright, so when so you kind of go out into the middle like this and then turn. And what I want you to do once you go around the corners is just let go off the steering wheel.
Let it go?
Let it go completely. That is, I know that's completely counterintuitive. Like most people when I say let go of the wheel, they look at me like I'm like crazy. Like, what do you mean? But the cars are literally designed, to straighten itself. It's designed to do that, and I'll show you when we get to this next corner. I'll actually do it for you, just so you can see, right? So we're going to come to a complete stop here. Signal left.
You said left all the way down?
Down to the left. Down for left, up for right.
Okay.
Right, so when you stop, you're going to look to the right. Make sure there are no cars coming. Then we're going to look to the left. Go up a little bit more so you can actually see down there. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, so you stop at the stop sign and then you move up to where you can actually see. Alright, go ahead and make your left turn. But let me do the corner for you, and I'll show you. Alright, and if you just let go of the wheel, let it go completely. You see that? It comes back by itself. It's designed to do that. So, most of the time when people have problems, I mean, it's scary, but it works, right? People really have a big issue letting go off the wheel at first, because they're just like, what? Why would you let go off the wheel? Yes, it's designed to do that. So, as you get more comfortable, you will see, you'll just let go of the wheel, and you'll be like, wow, this actually does work. But yeah, like we were saying earlier, driving lessons is really not that difficult. It's more about whoever is teaching you. Because like I said, some of the people, mom and dad and auntie and uncle and boyfriends and whatever, they don't have the patience for it. So it's hard for you to learn when the person that's trying to teach you is more nervous than you are and overreacting
And
to
yelling.
everything and yelling and overreacting, right? So you can't learn like that. It's very difficult to learn like that. So my job is to create the most comfortable atmosphere possible and just help you to relax as you drive, right? And driving will just happen while we're having interesting conversations.
I thought driving is easier when it's silent, but it's not.
No, it's really not. I mean, trust me, then you get time to overthink everything. You understand? So having conversation really does distract you from the stress of actually learning, right? And I've gotten a lot of students actually that on day one they'd be like, whoever was trying to teach them before, mom and dad or whoever, would tell them, they can't listen to the radio, they can't talk because they need to concentrate, right? And by just me talking to them, they realize, wow, this actually does work. Like, I'm not really stressing about driving. Driving is actually happening. Because I'm seeing you're doing pretty good. You didn't think this was going to be that easy, did you? Yeah, it really does work. So yeah, you want to be, obviously you're not going to be pumping the radio to the maximum and acting crazy, but you need something to calm you down. Basically, slow down and stay more on your right side. Yeah. Turn the wheel and just let it go. Yeah. And we're gonna make this other left turn right here.
Right here?
To signal left. And again, when you're making the left turn, you want to stay closer to your right side.
More to
And
this side?
yeah, you want to stay on the right side, and then you want to go out to the middle a little bit more. And then turn the wheel, turn more, and then basically let it go. But you're going so slow, right, that if you let it go, it will not straighten up immediately because it's designed to straighten up at like regular cars, regular speeds. So you want to be going at least 10 to 15 miles per hour, and then it all works. But it's a process, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna make a right turn up here. So what are your thoughts on this whole COVID-19 thing and the way people are behaving?
People are disgusting. They need to wash their hands more.
I mean, yeah.
This is ruining my whole entire summer.
Maybe right. Well, it's ruining the world's summer. It's not personal.
I just still feel like it's just sad. I'm supposed to be in Jamaica right now.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that wants to do a lot of things that it's basically ruining
everything, the economy.
Everything.
I mean, us real estate agents, living, but
yeah, 2020 is canceled officially. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but what I was talking about really is not necessarily, I'm talking about how the people are actually behaving.
Yeah, they're acting like animals too.
Yeah, they are doing a lot.
They're either going too hard or not going too hard.
Yeah, some of them are just going extra hard. Like I was watching the protests with these people. We're gonna make the right turn coming up here. With these people with their machine guns and Confederate flags and nooses and
It's weird.
and I'm like, okay, so I get that you're protesting the fact that the states are closed and whatnot, and you want it to be reopened. But please explain to me
why you have to do all that.
what's with the guns and what's with the nooses and what's with the Confederate flags and what's with all of that. I get the protest. What I don't get is the need to bring the Confederate flags into it, make it right, and the machine guns. I don't get it, and the nooses. Like, what is that about? Are we protesting the shutdown? Make it right. Are we protesting something else?
Right.
So yeah.
And the place should be shut down. Everybody's dying.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we're up to what, 75 or more thousand deaths in America now. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, the last time I saw it was 70 something. I mean, that was maybe a day or two ago, so I'm sure it's closer to 100 now. But at what point do we realize that this is not a joke? Like, what are we doing? Like, seriously.
I can't believe it spread so fast.
Well, I mean, if you look at the rest of the world, it is completely believable.
Yeah.
I mean,
America, though, like,
we were here pretending like it wasn't real for a minute.
a long time.
But yeah, it was killing people everywhere else while we were just chilling.
And now we got the worst.
We got it the worst. We are the worst of all of the countries in terms of, you know, how many people are dying and how many people actually caught it because we were late. Because we were late. That's the bottom line. We were just basically late, and how long it took us as a country to take it seriously. You know, we were really just chilling and acting like it's not going to affect us.
I'm super paranoid now.
Well, everybody should be paranoid because this thing is wreaking havoc on the rest of the world and on us. And the point is, it's wreaking more havoc on us as a group of people than everybody else for some reason. So, and we're the ones that, for whatever reason, tend to be more careless about it. I don't get it.
Other countries took better precautions.
Well, South Korea is on record as being the best as far as the way they handled it. Yeah, they're like the model country. In terms of how they in terms of how they handled the pandemic, they are the model country. That's the country that everybody else is looking to as a model of how they should have done it and how to do it. And yet we look down on countries like South Korea.
Right.
Like we
take them for granted.
Yeah, we take them for granted. Like we're so much better than them. That's our general attitude, really. It's how much better. Yeah, that's how much better we are than the rest of the world. And I hope this has been like a wake-up call to a lot of us to let us realize that we're just one country in the world. We are part of the world. I mean, and we need to learn from everybody else in the world. Like they learn from us, we learn from them. And whenever you feel like you know everything and you don't need to learn, then you're pretty much done. Point blank, period. Okay, so we're going to make another right turn. After we go around these twisty corners. I have a student that live right there. She just finished too.
She passed? Oh, the DMV closed.
Well, yeah, she passed before the DMV closed though. She finished like maybe 2 weeks before the DMV closed.
I hope it opens soon.
It should. Like what I'm doing now, all of the students that I'm working with, I'm getting everybody to the point where they're, you know, make a right turn. I'm getting everybody to the point where they just wait to take their last driving lesson, which would be at the DMV, and then take their driving test. So everybody is.
I went to go take my driving test once.
Why would you go take the test before you're ready?
Years ago, though, like years, and I failed because I did everything right. She said, except park. I can't park for nothing.
Well, I have a system to park that is foolproof. Actually, I have the video on YouTube that will show you precisely how to do it. But I'll show you exactly how to do it, and it never fails. It's 100% actually. Alright, so we're making a right turn. So you come up here and stop. And look down to the left there, make sure it's clear. And then go ahead and make your right turn. Stay closer to the right side. And straighten the wheel. And then press very gently on the gas. Watch this guy, because you don't know if they're looking. Alright, go ahead.
I can't park for anything.
Yeah, parking is really not that difficult. It's actually easy. It really is. I mean, obviously it's going to take some practice, right? Everything is easy once you learn how to do it. You know, it's always quite a bit more difficult when you don't know how to do it. Like,
I was driving a truck. It was horrible.
Well, why? You took your driving test in a truck?
My
Why?
car.
What kind of truck does your mom have?
She had like an ML 350 at the time.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, I mean, why? Why you mean that's big?
Exactly. That's what the lady said. And I never went back.
How long ago was that?
When I was 18, I'm 22.
That wasn't that long.
But I'm like, everybody was like, you never went back.
So you're an Uber girl? Mm-hmm. Uber takes all of your money.
All of it. The bank told me it's like $400 a month. That's nice.
Like you're working for Uber. You know how many people I've gotten that actually falls into that? But
What?
they're working. Like I had this one girl, and the girl literally tells me that whenever when she checks up how much she pay per month for Uber and how much she makes, she's paying more for Uber than she makes.
Wow.
And I'm like, why? Like, what's the point? Because she's got a credit card on file, so she just uses Uber, and then she pays her credit card. So when she checks it, she's like, she was making more. She was making more payments. I mean, Uber is taking more of the money than she was
What's a
earning.
car payment?
That's less than car payment. It depends on what kind of car you get, but some people are paying so much for Uber that they can buy a really nice car and pay monthly payment on it. But yeah, I asked this lady the other day, whatever happened to taking the bus? And she's like, the bus?
I've never took the bus in Florida.
Yeah, but people used to take the bus. I remember before Uber, people were taking the bus.
Really?
People weren't really using taxi to get back and forth to work. It would have been too
Since I came
expensive.
from New York, I was taxi girl. I used to call a little yellow cab.
But you used to take the bus in New York. What's the difference?
No, it's different. You're in Florida. You can't do that.
Why? You become so bougie since you come to Florida?
It's not that. It's just like these crazy people in Florida.
Seriously, you're from New York and you're calling Florida people crazy.
There are.
I went to New York. I've been to New York many times. If you want to see crazy people on the bus or on the train,
them. You're like, okay,
that's where they are. New York. I've never been on the bus down here, so I can't really say.
Exactly.
But I have been on the bus in New York.
And how was it? It wasn't that
And
bad.
okay, I'll tell you a story since you asked. I was on the bus. We were going to Staten Island, right? So we were staying up in Manhattan, Upper Manhattan, like at 106th Street. What?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, like we were at like 106th Street, right? So we're taking a bus from there. We're gonna make the right turn here. We were taking a bus from there to go down to Lower Manhattan to take the Staten Island ferry, right? So
Very.
yeah,
It's real tourists.
of course we were here. I'm from Florida. I'm going to New York. I'm a tourist. So anyway, my mother-in-law started. She said, "Did you see that woman with her pants all the way down?" So I'm thinking, I'm like, Mom, get with it. It's what they do. It's like normal. And she's like, you don't understand. I'm like, Mom, trust me, it's normal. All right, go ahead and make the right turn. And then, I kind of just like dismissed her and kept talking to some dude that was sitting beside me, right? And then maybe about 30 minutes in the drive, I see this woman get up and stand out in the middle of the aisle and waddle down to the front. And I'm talking, this is a woman with her pants down to her knees with absolutely no underwear on. I'm looking at her bare butt.
Can't say that right.
Okay, okay. All right, so she's walking down. She's walking down to the
Entrance?
front of the bus, right? But then she walked down and then sat in a chair closer to the front. And then when she got closer to her stop, she stand up and she stood in the middle of the thing and reached down into her pants and pull her underwear up. And then put on her pants and got off the bus like a block down the road. Now tell me that was not strange.
You're a crackhead.
I don't know what she was. She looked.
You can't stare at them though.
She looked normal. She didn't look like a crackhead. But obviously something have to be wrong with you to do that. But I'm just trying to show you how strange. And I've seen strange things like that because I took the bus and I took the train, and I've seen strange things. I'm not saying there aren't strange things on the bus here. Point is, I've never been on it, so I can't really give any stories on it. But yeah, I've seen that. But then when that happened, right? The guy that I was sitting beside was a lawyer, a white guy, and he's like, dude, this is New York.
Yeah.
That was his whole attitude. Because I was like,
If I see that in Florida, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I gotta run.
Yeah, he was like, dude, this is New York. And I'm like, okay, I guess that is normal in New York. And he was like, yeah, anything is normal here, buddy. Just like that. So I know you can't say Florida is strange when it comes to things like that.
Right.
New York is the extreme. Yeah. But you were born in New York? Queens, Jamaica, Queens. Cool. I've been to Queens once.
You were born in Florida?
No, I was actually born in Jamaica.
Oh.
But I came here when I was like 13. I lived in Chicago for 2 years, and
Why
then.
not always go to Chicago first?
Well, I came here because my mom was here,
Mm.
and my dad was in Chicago.
Oh.
So we went to Chicago to live with my dad for
Your
2
dad was
years.
American?
No, my dad's Jamaican.
Oh.
He was just in Chicago. I mean, there's parts of Chicago that have like lots of Jamaican.
Yeah,
A place
that's what I'm
called
saying.
Evanston is mostly Jamaican. So yeah, we were staying in an area called Maywood though in Chicago, Illinois. And yeah, so we were there for 2 years and then we came back. I couldn't do the cold though.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, that's.
What is the closest thing you get to?
Yeah, I can't do the cold. I definitely can't do the cold. Alright, so we're going to make the right turn coming up. I mean, as you see, this is not really that bad, is it? It's actually pretty easy. Alright, so we're going to make a right turn. Signal. Keep going around and let go. Let go. Yeah. Alright, gently on the gas. Alright, so I think I'm going to end the video here because I'm not going to do the whole thing. Alright, so thank you guys for watching.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit
Yeah.
the notifications.
Yeah, you know the deal. You know the deal. Alright? Just like that. Alright, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.